Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Last night I made a video on this. Now I've changed I rotated them around so they would match. I had it like this. But I thought and the whole video was about how to get these. You can see this is one thicker, thinner, thinner, thinner. That's what happens when you use the duplicate key. So we're just going to make a totally different way. We're going to take a circle or an ellipse. I'll go ahead and make it an even 20, which doesn't really matter in this case. And then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to bring it in. But then when I Control D again, it makes even circles. So I've got 3, I need 1 more. And I just started thinking about this. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my indexing lines. And now I'm going to do all 4 of them at one time. So I'm going to take my 3-point curve line and go from like right there to right there and give a little bit of a twist. Matter of fact, I need to go a little taller, maybe like right there. And because they're equal, I ought to be able to just make a duplicate of that and grab let's just grab it out of the way and then grab the 4-sided cross. And we don't have to put it right on top of that. Well, if we don't, it won't be the same arch. And you can see they're a little bit different. This one's going to leak. So we can always take the shape tool and just go right there. Matter of fact, let's do this, because these should be pretty close. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and then just while holding down the control button, I'm going to move that over. Now I need to get there and just kind of snap it to it. And it's still off because it's a little bit bigger circle. But I think then when I Control D again, it ought to, I'm holding down the control button. So, maybe I didn't hit Control D. Control D, grab that. And if I hit it the first time, I can actually go Control D again. Now I need to make both these longer. Not doing a very good job here of explaining, but I'm actually going to go past a little bit. Whoop. Sometimes the shape tool will do that when you click on it wrong. They don't have to be perfect, but I do want this line to be trimmed, and I'm hoping this won't leak. It shouldn't. So now what I can do, I'll probably have to do these individually, Control D and make a duplicate, double click on the rotation and put it there because we need to get that shape. And I'm going to rotate it 22.5 degrees. And then take this one, Control D, put the rotation in the center. Sometimes it works perfectly, and rotate it 22.5 degrees. And then I'm going to take this one, Control D, make a duplicate, put the rotation in the center. Doesn't look like it is, but sometimes when you click off, and it is, this time it's not, I always come off and go back. Now that says it's there, and it is. So we're going to rotate it 22.5 degrees. All I'm trying to do is kind of get that shape. Control D, put the center rotation in the center. If you don't hit that X, you're going to get that sometime. Now I'm going to rotate this 22.5 degrees. And you notice they're further apart, but that's kind of the plan. Now what I want to do is group all this together, Control G. I'm going to use the same color. I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and I'm going to fill in these. And hopefully I don't have a leak, and I don't. So now I can select this one and get my interactive fill tool, and I'm just going to swipe up and put black, almost like it's going underneath something. And I'm going to call that good. Now I might be able to use the attribute eyedropper on this particular case. Let's just see if it worked. Take a sample of there. Nope, because see, it's going to make that shape. So I showed this the other day. If you'll select this shape and go up to Edit, Copy Properties From, I just want the fill, and I'm going to go there and see it did the same thing. Now I have to do that again, so you need to select the one that's not done and actually copy Properties From, Fill, and then pick that one, and look what we're doing. You could interact the fill to all three of them or all four of them. You don't have to do that, but I was thinking it might save a little time, but it probably really didn't, because you got them all about the same. Now, if you remember, I grouped this together, and I did it for a reason. Now I'm going to group these together. Control G. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to move the center rotation to the center. And I'm going to rotate this 22.5 degrees. Whoop, I did not make a duplicate. So I'm going to Control D and rotate it 22.5 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, all the way around. So I did it much, much quicker. Now, the reason I group my line together is I can take this, and I don't need my nudge factor to be about 5 inches. I can take this and move it out of the way, and then I can select my lines and delete them. So now there's no lines whatsoever. And if we put this, well, I'm just going to make a new black box. This one might not be as in depth as the other ones, but you really never know till you, I'm going to go to Object Order, Backup Page, take away the indexing line, and it's pretty cool. That way I didn't have to rotate it afterwards like I did on the first one, and I did not have to do a lot less work, and you could still put black lines around it like I did in this one. This one looks a little bit better because I've got a little bit more darkness to it, so I should have really gone for that, but you see the principle behind it. Anyway, I hope that gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.